Hey, Bubble's already here? Alright. So here's hoping that my AMD software will keep working. Now we just gotta keep playing. We'll see if those two hair mods actually was the issue. But yeah. Hey, Raven. Thanks for being back. I'm actually seriously considering switching to OBS now because of a couple crashes earlier. But we'll see. You ready for hair? She's got the hair.
This universe makes one feel so small.
Whoa. I did not. I do not need these.
Older model. Right, see what you can do.
Are those even buttons?
Diagnostics? Nothing. Maybe a flag scan?
Exclude, of course, that one time I went to that necromancer.
Spectrograph. This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs?
That's why you're excited about the about the Starfield
To our
Unity.
knowledge, no one's ever spread them into
I downloaded that new
Somehow,
hat mod on the
evolved.
Nexus, and it automatically
Humans
applies
settle a world.
a hat
70
onto
to
all the
100
people
years
with
later,
the bald hair.
Terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Talsetti, though, it's too young to have
It's like
a native population.
Oren
It's
Johansson
only
or
been
whatever.
colonized 20
He
years.
had he was wearing
But
one of the
then
hats.
Another option that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business. That seems awfully impossible.
I've actually shaved my hair before.
Which means
It wasn't too bad.
we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken
what's
down
up, Christina?
far bigger colonies than this one. You're right. We just need more information first. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed. Get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me?
So ideally,
I'd
we do
it
not
myself,
have another
but
lip
I
sync
need to call
issue.
in some favors. See if I can't get access
but
to
we'll
that
see.
terramorph data.
And yeah, Bubble Stream was awesome.
Maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Adrian
Shouldn't you want to hold on to your gene
is
tag?
worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name. That's all I'm asking. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup.
Oh
You'll know
man,
what that means.
if I could go to Enhance, oh yeah.
I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called
Think about how
the Sixth
gigantic
Circle
the
in
whole
Sidonia.
industry is in
Bar
the
run
world.
by
you
some
know?
old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here, it's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost to fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Alright.
Right, so we need to find this doctor person to help with that terramorph mucus. Now's not the right time.
Why wait
Is
here?
it safe to move about it? Or am I likely to get either eaten or shot?
Are not
Or
looking
both
well.
even?
Oh, lip sync issue?
Don't mind me.
Oh, okay, no, it's
I'm just a
working.
bit out of sorts.
Seemed like it wasn't.
What can I help you with?
Alright, it's working.
Bye-bye.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally welcome you into the Vanguard whenever you're ready.
I have a terramorph issue I need to take to Mars.
A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
They're all dead. They got killed by a terramorph. I killed it.
You killed a terramorph on your first mission. If I could be frank for a moment, holy shit. Above and beyond doesn't really begin to describe it now, does it? Earned yourself some serious heavy pay on this one. But, if none of the settlers made it, who's got you delivering this sample? Hadrian. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens. Certainly seems that way. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special? I see. Well, this is one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. But if Hadrian Sinon thinks this sample needs to get to Mars, then we're gonna make sure it gets to Mars. I'll take care of the clearances and ensure you get your credits. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I suggest you move out.
Yeah, have a great one, Christina. Thanks for hanging out.
If you are in need of weapons, there is a UC exchange office located in Sidonia.
I just thought I'd ask, in case it is. For all I know, you might be one of those people who enjoy danger. This is an interesting place. It feels, how can I express it? Full of spirit. Well, that's not quite the right word. How about endeavor? Yes, it feels full of endeavor, like it's been built from a desperate need, or something similar. Ah, yes, that would explain the sense I'm feeling. I felt it in Aquila also. That sense of a people trying desperately to scramble together a sense of home. In my world, this exists too. People adapt to their surroundings by introducing elements that are familiar to them. We have one such city, which is far older than its residents, called Markov. It is now brimming with things that the original occupants would never have considered. Tinkers, tailors, inns. What would the original occupants make of these additions, I wonder? But perhaps races far older felt the same when gazing upon them. I guess that the point I'm trying to make is that life keeps moving forward, and that the past is adapted to fit the needs of the present. And that is the endeavor.
So, we'll have it fueled for you in no time. Nothing for us to do. You're in good flying condition.
Oh, what's up, Jonathan? How you doing?
What is this place?
Happy Friday.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
This place is strange.
Ask about him at the Trade Authority. What? I'm at the Trade Authority.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you? Do you now?
You put Rose into some Kokomo clothes?
I do wish I
nice.
could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time. A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best. That won't be necessary. The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone so
She'll still get her Oakleys, though, for sure.
But we would like the money he owes us. If you can convince him to pay his debts, we'd be most grateful.
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them?
I'm not your bill collector, dude.
I couldn't have put that better myself.
Pity. Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your interest. Visit the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city. If someone in Sidonia knows where Percival is, you'll find them there.
A reduced noise ordinance is in effect every night from 2200 hours until 0900 hours the next morning.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for Devil's Vets and their kin.
Adrian Sinan sent me.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some stray wants with Walker? Not every day a stray topsider wanders into my bar claiming they know people. What do you want with Dr. Walker?
I know you're hiding Walker. I'll deal with his debt, and if you'll put us in contact.
Quite the bold claim to make. But if you are actually willing to help Percival, well, I might be inclined to return the favor. A friend to one devil is a friend to us all. That's good to hear. Now, you want my opinion? Most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs. And one friend of Percival's to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that led out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. Now, what say you get out there and help Dr. Walker?
Hey, you. Percival's here, friend. Come here.
Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker? Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the trade authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle. Yeah, it does. It would be. There's just one issue. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop. But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the trade authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore.
You sleep on an inflated spacesuit? There's gotta be better options.
Great, great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
What do we want to do? We want to pay it off, we want to hack it, or we want to go like restart mining in Sidonia?
Yourself and those around you. Please always drink responsibly.
We could just pay it off.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep
Was there something else? Do you now? Very well. Let me take a look at his... Here, his current balance. And do remember, all transactions are final. It cleared. Wonderful. Dr. Walker's debt is officially no longer our problem. You have my thanks. Oh, and if you do find him, please let Percival know I'm eagerly looking forward to never working with him again.
That's way better for Percival because I don't sell off his life's work, right? That's what he says when I do it the other way.
Here? What's the matter with you?
Yeah? Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit. But we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Good you're going in there, actually. Bunch of spacers moved in, not long after we got Percival set up. Don't expect he'd run out before they got taken care of. But I'm sure he'll appreciate not having to find out if I left him with enough rations. Yeah, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
How does that eye patch stay on? There's no strap. magnet?
I feel like a newborn child. I know nothing.
Anything to say?
Maybe later.
Oh yeah, where's that, This is where that mom is that you have to give the money.
Hey, I haven't seen you around here. Best not be looking for trouble, right?
What's up, dude?
I've seen some karate videos. Hey, who are you? Nice to meet you. I hope you like it more than I do here. I'm Tae. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers, and I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about lots of different things right now. I don't really know what to say. Nah, there's no school in Sidonia. My mom says it's because everything's so packed together, there's no room for it. But also, there's almost no kids here either, so it doesn't make sense to have one. Instead, we learn remotely. It's cool, I guess, but it'd be cooler if I got to hang out with more kids my age. Like, my friend Renee is fun to hang out with and all, but I think she probably feels the same way. Having a real school would be nice. Bye.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Oh, don't tell me my son Tai invited another stranger to come talk to me again, did he? That boy means well, but he's gonna drive me crazy someday.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you.
No, it's okay. I don't leave the condo much. It's nice to have another adult to speak with. My son means well, and I know he's just trying to look out for me. My husband, his father, isn't with us anymore. It's been hard ever since. Keith died in a mining accident a few years ago. It wrecked me. Here I was, stuck on Mars, suddenly alone with a young child. I still haven't really recovered from that. I don't really know what to do. Oh my. Are you sure? That's... My gosh, it's so generous. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to put it away into savings for Tai. Maybe we can afford a better education for him. Or get off this planet someday. Then he won't have to work in the mines like his daddy. Thank you so much. If I can ever find a way to repay you, I will.
How incredibly kind. I'm continuing to learn things about you. Good things.
You're truly lucky to have a friend who shows such generosity to a total stranger. I'll never forget this.
There's something I need to talk to you about. Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like you were being pulled across the entire galaxy? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor.
You never mentioned your predecessor before?
Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back. Aja Mamasa. She was the youngest member of Constellation when it was founded. Only took her 15 years to reach chair. Sorry, I sometimes get so caught up in my own bubble, I forget that I wasn't.
Yeah, it's lawful good. I'm paying fines. I'm giving money away.
Well, there's no reason to be jealous. They were just, I don't know, different times. Aja was the one that...
The last stream I did kick that lady off the ledge.
As her protege.
So that wasn't very lawful good.
Hey, so I pinched a few ideas from my old boss. Can you blame me? At any rate, we logged quite a few discoveries together, but it was the actual journey that I cherished the most. We catalogued unusual stellar phenomena, a few habitable worlds, and some unique life forms, but nothing SSNN would bother to report. Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone.
Cozy isolate? Or no, this one, right? That's good to know, because I'm gunning for your position.
I'll be certain to watch my back. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly.
Is she dead?
No, she retired. Living on Porima 2 now, I think. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions. Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover.
I've never gone out there to visit her.
And that...
Where was it? Isla 2?
That's what intrigues me about
What did she say?
I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time. I have to go.
A reduced noise ordinance is in effect every night from 2200 hours until 0500 hours next morning.
Didn't I just come from here? I literally just came from here. Why did it tell me to go? I swear it just told me to come in here.
I wish there were more kids like me around.
These are supposed to be... If you ask me, I find them to be rather underwhelming.
Things could get really wrong.
Yeah, it like literally just told me to go there. Where's the entrance to it? I can't remember.
Let's shoot him. It's Sidonian. An unnamed threat.
Community center.
It's on Porima 2. Thank you. Bubbles coming in clutch.
Greetings, pilot. This is Jiro Sugiyama, head of Paradiso Security. I apologize
apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over now.
What? Why would they put it right in the middle? Is that really how it is? No, what the hell is that in front of me? So I'm supposed to have a clear window. Oh, it's my hat! Or the bandana.
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a joke?
Sure, sweet pea. Yo, man, could always use a laugh.
There we go.
You ever get tired of talking Finch?
It's telling me to go to Sidonia.
Higher than a skyscraper in New Atlanta.
Something's not right. No, Red Devils is on Mars, right? The Red Devils HQ? Is it on Parima?
Silence doesn't pay the bills.
Suppose not, Captain. I'd like to see you try it.
Unidentified ship. We're gonna attempt to scan you for contraband. Please comply.
Good one.
Pretty please.
Hey, next time you see Barrett, try it out on him.
And we're done.
I love that clean UI mod because it takes away the circle. Am I supposed to talk to somebody? Is that what it's telling me to do? There we go. There we go. Did I know my car? Did I not buy one? I guess not.
I can't place the manufacturer. Okay, no problem. We'll have it fueled for you in no time.
I dislike that. I like how Sarah said she disliked that. open door.
Prepare for combat.
Oh, that's Benjamin. Okay. Oh, he's reloading.
What is it?
These access stairs lead deeper into the mines. I hope we remember the way back to the surface.
Damn, Vasco, could you be like a little more loud? Oh, so can I even hit them?
Wait. Did you hear that? Got all worked up for nothing.
I advise a hasty retreat. It will save your life.
Okay. way too many presses.
I am uncertain why you believed conflict with us was advisable.
If it's a Bethesda game and you have a little period where there's no enemies, that's telling you to save. Okay. Oh my god. What a choke point. They're actually pretty smart for that one. Man, I want to loot these guys. Do it, but I have to. How many health bars? It's freaking intense. Dang. He could have got me. Can I still do the experiment? I have to like call the dude or whatever, right? Or no? Can you not do that anymore? That guy's thirsty. I haven't seen Sarah, Benjamin, or Vasco in a while. There's Vasco. Sarah's getting her steps in. Is that Benjamin's flashlight over there? All right.
My word. I can't imagine how an engineer could make heads or tails of this chaotic collection of drilling machinery. Well, this explains why the miners ceased drilling. Someone must have missed this natural cavern on the geological survey. Shame.
Should I be worried Benjamin isn't caught up? I don't know.
Constructing that massive structure in this cavern must have been quite a feat. I suppose it was a bit like building a ship in a bottle.
Yeah, he's like not catching up. Can't take the lid off. Ooh, the sound is really good. For stepping on the chain link. The game is really good sound design with stuff like that. Lots of games don't even bother.
I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor.
Oh, I didn't see his lips move, but we'll see when we actually talk to him.
Now you want to explain
Oh,
what's
okay.
going on, harassing the various old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
Never mind. Wasn't those hair mods. Seems like we went a long way and through a lot of cells before it started happening. Well, it's almost like every time I go into like a scripted scene, that's where it kicks it off or something.
Tissue sample? You came all the way down here for that? Must be some damn important cells. You want to tell me what I'm about to be staring at?
Yeah, I still need to figure out what it is. Damn, I was so hopeful.
A fast-growing terramorph. That is concerning. Who exactly told you to bring this to me? Hadrian. She gave you this? If she made you come all the way for this. Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
What about you?
Something you need?
Yeah, lip sync off.
Talk to you later.
Funky. The search continues.
What is this place?
Yep, search continues.
Hey. So long.
The thing is, I did do a vanilla playthrough and a modded playthrough all the way through the main quest, and I didn't have the issue. So I know it's like, it's not my mod specifically, it's how it's like interacting with some other mods. So I at least know it's that I just have to find whatever mod it's interacting with.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Just paid the whole thing off, huh? Hope it's obvious from my current circumstances that that's gonna be a gift, not a loan.
Oh, his lip sync started working again. His lips are working. Did you see that? It just needed a cell change? Is that it?
Let's gaze into this abyss.
Where are you at, Sarah? We're gonna need you.
You've got something for me?
No, okay.
Bye.
Never mind.
This can't be right. This sample.
Hey, look, his lips are moving.
Londinian. I'll need to get this all on the slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
Dude, it's not fake. And your mouse is moving.
Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
Dude, I know.
And for good reason. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack. But the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tau Ceti. This specimen, it grew there. Faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
It would be the end of us as a species.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now? The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Can you complete the experiment and then just pay it off so he gets to keep the data? Is that an option? Bruh.
Yes.
Okay.
What is this place?
Is there a problem? Are we in danger?
With Zone's hair and beard, does anybody know how many different head parts there are? Like how many beards and how many hairs? I need to look at that. Because actually I'm wondering, we're both going into the vanilla head part. We're linking into that form ID as a parent, and I'm wondering if we're going over 254 and there's like a form ID overrun or something. Or like a, not a form ID, yeah, I guess it would be a form ID overrun, but just too many for that one form ID. It would need to be split. But it kind of already is, like they're separate and then they're just using it as a parent. I mean, I guess that's something to try too. But that'd be a major bummer if that's what it was. Because that's engine level. I would have to like contact Larync here to see if he can fix it with engine fixes or something. Yeah, then that would be it's an engine level issue.
For gear that performs. Style.
Nothing you can do about that, other than Bethesda.
Stay clear of the range during live fire.
Is that really her? Adrian.
Percival.
$128. You can't do facial hair if she's a girl. Okay, 128 hairs total for both of ours. Did I make a more red? Yeah, I know I did, like a different red.
God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say.
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
I don't know how you cope in such a place. The noise, the smells. It's just plain awful.
Contact Zoe and see if he's seen the bug, or maybe check out Skyrim gets away with 900 hairstyles. Yeah, those are definitely two things I could do, for sure.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what.
See, but it's so weird because it's like
I can't
then the
thank
lip sync
you enough
works,
for taking care
and
of
then it
all
doesn't
that.
work, and then it's like on
Makes
some
two of us.
NPCs it is,
I hope
or
it
not.
ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
It's like how are you supposed to nail it down, you know? It's much easier when it's just like when it's either broken and it's broken everywhere rather than it works sometimes or most of the time until you change enough cells. Like that's so weird.
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that.
Oh no, it even he has vanilla hair right now.
So tell me,
and his
you've
lip
got
sync is
some
off.
kind of plan
That's
for
why
that
it's
work.
like my hair mod
Well,
isn't even
right
touching
now,
him.
we've got more questions than answers.
That's why
So I've been trying to figure
yeah,
out
it's just
what
a
it's
weird
going to
thing.
take to access.
And I went
the
through the whole main quest line with my hair mod,
Good
and I
place to
didn't have a
start.
lip sync
What'd you
issue.
find?
So I know
It's in the archives.
it's some other mod interacting with it.
Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions.
Yeah, that'd be another thing. It'd be
One,
nice
they
even
wanna
if it
see
was just
this
like, oh yeah,
analysis
all
you
your
two
hairs are
have
the ones,
procured.
but it's not.
And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
Really strange. Only ever read about cabinet in civics class. Never expected I'd get to talk to them.
It can be a daunting experience. Which is why I wanted to make sure, before you agreed to anything, we gave you the whole truth.
I'm a clone!
Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
I know who you are and your past, and that's none of my concern.
Oh. Well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
I'm not thrilled you're keeping information from me, but I guess I can help you.
That's all I'm asking. Thank you. Now I need to get this work up in the cabinet's hands. Once that's done, I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
This is the vanilla Red Devil's eyes, and this is the one I made. I guess I could do like an actual replacer if people would prefer it, but
not a lot of folks would have stuck their necks out for a stranger like that. Was that Percival walking through there with you? Oh, glad to see he's still kicking.
You didn't even say hi. What are you reading, gibberish?
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people. Make sure to get yourself help before it becomes a problem.
Well, I'm here. Isn't that where this goes? Yeah. I'm already here.
Watch out for the robots. There's the surprise.
Be advised to secure loose articles and
How's it
find
going?
stable
We got
ground
lots of
or
stuff.
remain
Just
seated
ask.
in the event of unforeseen tremors.
Come back anytime.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband.
And then her lip sync started
Oh,
working
I've seen
again.
everything.
I didn't even touch her. This is so weird. Could it be League of followers? Shouldn't be.
Oh yeah. Well, I got some bad news for you, love. This location doesn't buy
Could just
shit
be
like
like
that,
it,
but
it's
it
not
uses
any
fairly
individual
safe
mod, it's just
stone's throw from
the
front
mixture of
door.
them, right?
Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Well, well. It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
It is now safe to resume.
Sometimes I wish I'd taken an easier job.
Doing?
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
Who's this we and us?
You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy. Right down to business! And no small talk. I like it.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we really have to jump through these hoops to get what we need from you?
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
I want that money back. I want it.
Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
I'm gonna reload it anyway just for the lip sync to work, but now's not the time to turn off zones mod, I think. But what else? What else could be touching like all human actors is like the question. turn off the hair overhaul texture. And alright, I'll give that a try. Liga. Yeah, I guess I could have done that. I have to, I need to dismiss all my followers first before I uninstall that, though. And it's funky because it's like the same load order. It's always, the lip sync works for a while, and then it's just if you change enough cells, it kicks it off. And then literally everything else works just fine. So yeah, really weird, weird bug trying to nail down. I should almost just run the vanilla again with My Hair mod and then each other mod one by one, where those are the only two.
Why are you still here?
Thanks for the evidence.
Smooth jump into the soul system using security hassle you.
If you know anyone in need of food or shelter,
Something I can help you with? Adler Kemp. Who the heck is that?
If I broke your arm, you'd remember.
Okay, all right. No need to get violent. Let me think. Wait, you said Adler Kemp. Yeah, sure. I remember him. Totally forgot I borrowed a few credits from the guy. My mistake. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah?
That's not good enough.
What the heck do you want me to do, then? Huh? Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Perhaps he's already been through enough.
Didn't they have to fix lip sync after they released the first creations? Something about lip files? Actually, you know what? I think I kind of remember something about that, huh? Yeah, there were a couple... I want to say, yeah, there was a couple other mods having lip sync issues. And maybe it's just engine level, yeah, but... Because I'm just looking for what's the combination of mods that's incompatible. Because the mods individually, I think, are fine. So it's a... Yeah, it's a weird one.
Holy crap. Really? You do that for me? Wow. I don't even know what to say. Thank you. For everything. And don't worry. I'll never borrow anything from Adler again. I promise.
trying to check your mouth, and she says, "Hmm."
Until later. You've got something for me? Bye-bye.
Oh no, yeah, the Robin Locke wore a helmet because they didn't release the tools to generate lip sync files yet for custom followers. That was the reason why she wore the helmet at first. So yeah, that's not related, but it's good thinking. I vaguely remember them needing to bug fix some lip sync issues, so I don't know, could be related. Could be engine jank. Why are they not following me? What is the issue, Sarah? What is she doing? I have Red Dog's AI. Red Dog's AI all in one.
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message?
You got the message.
Nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates?
If you think they can handle me.
That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. Alright. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Neva Mora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
He's got a dimple like a gunshot wound. Now I want to go back and look at him.
If we finish the launch, I will return to my maintenance bay for full software updates.
Yes?
I'm just seeing if your mouth works.
Maybe another time.
I sense that one can acquire anything here.
Captain! Over here. The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC, it's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon. one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Are there other clones?
I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it.
You're a clone of a man? How does that work?
A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
He must have been an impressive commander.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective, and UC. Military, and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
What did your father do to merit execution?
He had his men open fire on civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne. A battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the Colony War to an ugly end for the UC. But he's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning countless lives. Both sides agreed the settled systems would be better without him. I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or, if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Why are your eyes red?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of get it, where we get to do this whole quest line, and then we get her as crew after, but you're right, I want, like, even more banter, more reactions to the other quest lines, all that stuff.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
That took so long, I got hungry and thirsty.
Don't mind me. I'm just a bit out of sorts at the moment, while I try to come to terms with this dimension.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Just following orders.
Well, I'll be sure your commanding officer hears that you've done them satisfactorily. Now then, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We're trying to figure out what we're facing. We need more data for an informed decision.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new
I
threat
should have
on
changed the
horizon.
president's hair before this.
They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to.
Oh, thanks, Bubbles.
If it's my father
Have a
you're
great
looking
night.
to address, you're welcome to consult a medium.
Thanks for hanging
I would
out. Thanks for
also
streaming
ask
earlier.
How many deaths the cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
I can't help but agree with the captain. Attempting to open the archives, it seems like the right way forward.
It does, doesn't it? All right. I withdraw my objection. Let us trust fate. We were all lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorph.
Terramorphs. More. Just as predicted. Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You too. We can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am.
You've got your orders, Captain. The city needs you.
Vasco's the one killing him.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them. The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready. Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
While the people here do dress a little oddly, they are at least friendly. Well, they...
I have the animated gnat. Is that what the issue is?
should get down to the spaceport on the double.
Can I physically go down there? It's got to be the animated gnat, I guess, right? Take the gnat to the spaceport. How am I supposed to do that?
There's an incident in progress at the spaceport. No additional information at this time, but stay clear, all right?
Don't know if this will work, but we'll see. That did work.
An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Just stand there.
Experts? We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Oh snap, free ammo on the table. Yeah, I should have grabbed it.
It's over. Thank God. If these things reached the populated areas of the city, we would have had an absolute massacre on our hands. When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Just look at all these tall buildings. Very impressive.
Always issues with this AMD software. I might really have to switch to OBS here.
All on your own, huh? Nice work. Sounds like we missed the fun.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people.
Yeah, what's up, Mowgli? We back. It's just like my AMD software. I think it's like running the game and the camera and the mic and the streaming software all at once. It's just like too much or something. I might have to just go get OBS.
Certainly doesn't feel like it. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for
Also, I had the animated gnat, and it wouldn't let me access the transit car, so I had to fly all the way up there. Actually, I don't even need a TCL. I can just do it. I think. Is your mouth moving?
Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about.
This isn't really the good time.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead with you. Something like that. It's difficult to explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department.
Eight years isn't a bad run for anything government-related.
Had we notched some significant achievements, I'd agree with you. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders. Oh, like hell I can't. You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. If I had fought harder, I'm convinced our division may have had a chance to prove its value. That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving meaningless memos? We'll never know. Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure all the accounts are balanced. Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now. God damn it.
Don't worry, Sarah. We'll figure it out together.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help me and I'm yelling at you. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn. Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just... I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life. Please, it's not you. It's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
And now I gotta go talk to the president.
How the hell do terramorphs get into the city like that?
Can I change your hair here?
Detected.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You shooting at ghosts now?
Yes, ma'am.
Losing anyone
there
in
you
the line
are.
of duty is a
I
tragedy.
believe we have some
These
things
attacks,
we should discuss.
they can't happen again.
The next time terramorphs rear their ugly heads, the UC is going to be ready.
Captain, Hadrian, it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I'm still gonna
I'd
keep
be
on
honored.
streaming for a while. Like
Excellent.
it's like one
But as
for
you
me,
both
and
made
I took
clear,
like a super long
for such an
nap, longer than I
investigation
should
to
have.
succeed first,
So I'm probably gonna
we're
go
going
to
need
2
someone
or
to convince
later,
the
but
Three-Star
I need to
Collective
turn down these
and
lights, so
House
I'm not
Varun
just
to
like
play ball.
blaring on.
Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
If you think that's the wisest course of action.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us? I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
I'm gonna go check in with the chief engineer.
And to correct that.
Hey. Speak to Deputy McIntyre. She'll point you towards what needs to be done next.
There are so many different groups across.
I'll coordinate putting the data to good use with the Cabinet. We'll be ready to move as soon as... Got it. Yes, Captain. Travel safely.
Vanguard, Captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard Captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
I do.
It was a mutual agreement, but I suppose you touch on the spirit of it. So, you also know then that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done. I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate. And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative. But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun? Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval. It does, but there's a concern. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
You haven't seen him in years?
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice. I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there. Captain, would you like to finish your briefing on the ambassadors? The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
If Sam is any example of how stubborn the Freestar people can be, then I can imagine how difficult it must be dealing with this ambassador.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Alright, tell me about the other tools.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell. So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you. All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise. And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there. Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
I like how you can actually just straight up assassinate these ambassadors.
Okay. Hello.
But I'm not gonna do that this time.
This seems like a bright and friendly place.
That bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
What? Maybe we should stop for a moment at the memorial. You know, to pay our respects. Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective, when it seems like only yesterday.
Visitor, you'll find the ambassador.
Is it safe to move about here, or am I likely to get either eaten or shot at, or both even?
I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Free Star Collective. But you lead, and I'll follow.
Just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here? I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy. in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You need to help us, otherwise any more deaths are on your hands.
Excuse me. A less level-headed person might think that was a threat, Captain.
The only threats you're facing are the 8-legged variety just outside your door. Now can we please stop playing games here? Lives hang in the balance.
A lecture in morality from the UC. How quaint and short-sighted. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go? You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One, to convince me. Understood. I'm listening.
I could just pay her? That's hilarious.
I think we can work something out.
You are a soldier. It's your job to protect. That's what we intend to do with this data.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
How many lives are you willing to risk here because you have a grudge against the UC?
It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
Can I say this too much?
I'm sorry if you don't like the offer, but I refuse to be the person who lets such dangerous information be misused. Excellent. Follow me.
Into the corner?
I clearly have a lot to learn about this time.
It just works. Are you gonna figure it out? This is hilarious. Follow me. Can I help you get out of here? What if I take the garbage can away? Can I do that? What the hell? I didn't shoot her. Oh, I just took the gun out? That was enough? Just drawing my weapon?
I'm just catching my breath.
Are you serious? This is insane. I'm just not even gonna have a weapon equipped. But also, I don't know if she was gonna get out of that corner.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
All that got security, and they still can't protect their own spaceport.
I'm going to be I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. But you need
have a strategic advantage to maintain this calm.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
sorry. Everyone's a little.
I'm sorry.
Alright. Blah blah blah.
Ah, you're the one, Mackin. You have my thing. Now, she all that now the use. I can
I
only
know.
Let me be. I will not be. You're really gonna push this? I'm listening. I think we can work. You're not wrong. Well, Captain, you. But if I'm really granting you access, your access will. You go in, and all research. Freestar scientist. So, do we. I'm sorry if you don't like. Excellent. Follow?
Alright, I'm gonna block the corner so she can't get in here. And then Sarah's blocking her. Come on, you can do it.
I clearly have a lot to learn about this.
Oh no, I drew the weapon again, but it's okay now. You can come down the stairs. Damn, Vasco, you jumped on her head. Yeah, block her away from the corner, yeah.
And there.
Whoa. She's quick with it.
Don't make me regret this, Captain.
What is Delta Protocol? A special equipment commendation? Huh.
Exactly. It's like
That was wacky. It was really wacky.
Can I help? Time to go?
I haven't had a lip sync issue in a while. No, there's nothing to say.
This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy. Something you need? Glad to haul whatever you need.
She's still covered.
Bye for now.
Oh no, the mannequins. You're right. You're totally right.
I've like this before in my entire life.
He's been in here for years.
Actually, be more.
What the hell? You're right. What's he doing with these mannequins?
Do you still need me? Only I could do with sitting down right now.
Don't leave that behind.
Oh, is it up here? Is it up or down? Up.
Oh no.
These are Varun cubicles. Even the Great Serpent, worshipping the Great Serpent, you can't escape it. Just a couple-year-old chunks cake. It's all good. There's multiple desks that have the cake. It must have been like an office party. Damn, my guy's starving. Some cola. I'll eat those 2 cakes.
I'm too old for you, and far too young to die. Oh, just give me a moment to gather myself. This includes any bits that may have fallen off or out during battle.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
What if I, like, stole all his food? He'd be screwed. He's playing darts with himself. House Varun has contacted me at last. I had been forced to harden my heart to the possibility that I may never hear from my people again. Today's message assuages that fear. Though their intentions remain unclear, I am comforted by House Varun's willingness to re-engage in communication. I am hopeful that it signifies Dazra's willingness to return to more earnest attempts at diplomacy with the United Colonies. Great Serpent, you answer my prayers at last. I stand firm in my belief that it will be at my side as I continue to serve House Varun's interest in New Atlantis. May a celestial light bathe my people and those he once stood against and help to usher in an era of harmony at last. I guess he never went crazy in the 2 years. Antique videotape? Ooh, what's on here? And he's got the tissue. He's got a display projector, antique videotape, and some tissues.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
The Venom tree is a poisonous?
Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, I see this all clearly?
That was pretty right.
Yeah, the preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
Yeah, for sure.
As the chair of Constellation, I take personal responsibility in vouching for this man's integrity. He'll keep his word.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me. Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
Why don't you get out of here, dude?
The Great Serpent guide your path. House Varun committed itself to the armistice. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decides such things on a whim. So, when my brethren left, I remained, honoring the Serpent's will as I saw fit. This is the right of all his followers.
Avoid fall from that height unless you are properly equipped with a jetpack.
I feel like you could make a collectibles mod, you know, where there's just like a bunch of hidden stuff and like hide it up here on ledges like this. This places that everybody goes, but there's like no reason to explore. Like if you hit something right here or something.
record? What response?
Problem?
Pardon.
Captain, you're back
Oh.
sooner than...
Lip sync?
Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe?
All right.
And Balmore. We're all in agreement.
Code pieces from House Varun and Freestar ready to be deployed.
So the old man was
All
still
right, so I
lurking
need
around
the search
in there.
continues.
Fine
Still
work,
haven't
Captain.
found the right mod. It's for
And now,
lip sync.
I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Cheyenne by the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So, the two parties came together to negotiate the terms of the armistice.
Her lip sync is working.
Fleet sizes would be capped, mechs and xeno-weapons outlawed, and all research related to those fields would be kept under lock and key in their own special archive, which actually rests below our feet as we speak. And while these new restrictions transformed the settled systems overnight, entire economies were upended with the flick of a pen. They also marked the start of something critical. Cooperation between the
How
United
are
Colonies
these
and
places
the Freestar
illuminated?
Collective.
I've not
for
seen
the
a
first
single
time
lit
in
torch
decades.
or oil lantern yet.
A pledge between the powers for a more harmonious
It's utterly
future.
baffling.
Thank you for listening. This is a place for quiet reflection, so please keep chatting to a minimum.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
Alright, her lip sync is off too.
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles.
I'm listening. Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag.
Her lip sync is working.
Your
Okay.
data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. You may proceed, Captain.
I want to know what's in all these. I guess this is data, huh? Nothing too crazy. Without like combing through it all. they just trashed it when they left, huh?
This seems like a bright and friendly place.
Captain. Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Do you have any new orders for me? Time for us to start getting some real answers, and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right. Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most
Then I guess we'll
important
see
which
you on
is
Mars.
getting you your citizenship, Captain. If you follow me.
Alright, so I think we know what happens next, but I think this isn't a bad spot. We got all the archives, and there's about to be a whole nother branch on the next stream for this quest line that opens up. But this isn't a bad spot, I think. Because we did a whole bunch. I still need to figure out what's going on with the lip sync. But we went through probably like an hour and a half without an issue, so that's interesting. But yeah, thanks so much everybody for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, a great night. I plan on streaming just like every day that I can, you know, if it's long like this tape Friday or not, or what, but tomorrow's Saturday for me, I'm free, so yeah, I hope you have a great one. I'm just gonna go crash, I think, so thank you much, and I will see you soon.